This section we're looking at the parent functions, and this is a sheet that we were using in class, so I'm going to combine these two to get a really good look at our parent functions. So the first one we have is linear, and you'll see it written like this: y equals x, straight line, linear line. So y equals x. The domain for this is negative infinity, clear to positive infinity, and our range would be, our y values would be negative infinity to positive infinity. Keeps going in both directions. Our next parent function is absolute value. These are the absolute value bars. Absolute value is a distance. Our graph will end up looking like this. These are definitely straight lines. We have negative infinity to positive infinity, and here we have 0 less than or equal to y equal to infinity. So at this point it doesn't go any further than 0. Our quadratic parent function looks like this: y equals x squared. We've seen our parabola before. This is our parent function. Negative infinity to positive infinity. Here we're starting at 0, going to positive infinity, because when you square a number, a negative number, it ends up positive. Our next parent function is the square root function. Y equals the square root of x. The shape of that one is this here. We have 0 to positive infinity, and our range is 0 to positive infinity. We don't take the negative under a square root. That's not something we work with in this section. On the back, we have our cubic function. Y equals x cubed. This is the shape of our, it's supposed to be going through 0, 0. I'm off a little bit. So our domain, our x values, are negative infinity to positive infinity, and our range is negative infinity to positive infinity. We did exponential, logarithmic, and rational, but we're not going to cover those today. We're going to look at what this looks like on a graph sheet. Here's our linear, definitely a straight line. Absolute value, y equals x. Straight lines, never going negative on the y value. Vertex is at 0, 0. Our quadratic is our parabola. Our square root is this shape here. Remember, you want to take nice numbers when you plot them. The square root of 4 is 2, the square root of 9 is 3, the square root of 16 is 4, the square root of 25 is 5. That's where those nice numbers came from. On the back of our sheet we were looking at, we had cubic. Y equals x cubed. Again, I chose some nice numbers. 1 cubed is 1. Negative 1 cubed is negative 1. Then we have 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27, and we're just doing the mirrored version of that as well. Kind of like a windmill shape to this one. We briefly touched on exponential, rational, and logarithmic. The only pieces that you need to remember right now about logarithmic, exponential, and rational is that they approach an asymptote. Give these a try.